Welcome back to JB Reviews. Today's the day we're going to do the tow video for this 2016 GMC Sierra 2500 Duramax. The truck has 200,000 miles on it and has CP4, so this should be a good video. Now, if you don't know, I am going to be using my race trailer, which I'm inside of right now, and we do have this beautiful 2020 Dodge Charger Hellcat. This car is a boat, it's so heavy, and yeah, let's see how this old GMC, well, it's not old, it's fairly old, but let's see how this truck's gonna do today. Now, I did a poll, so two things. Before you watch this video, you might want to watch the one before this so you can kind of get a look around the vehicle, see how well it was maintained, or if it wasn't maintained, I don't know. You should go watch the video. But I also want to go over the poll that I just did for LBZ versus LML. A lot of people like the LML despite it having the CP4, so I thought that was pretty cool. The LBZ is known to being one of the most reliable Duramaxes ever built. All in all, let's go ahead and get into this one and let's see how well this truck's going to tow. These are going to be the numbers for the 2016 GMC Sierra and for my trailer. As I mentioned, my trailer is probably about 9,600 pounds right now, but as I mentioned, it's probably going to be about maybe 1,150 pounds on the hitch too, so just keep that in mind. With me in the truck, you only have 837 pounds left over, so figure if you have, you know, maybe 600 pounds worth of passengers, you really only have 437 pounds left over to put back into the bed of the truck. Maybe figure you have 250 pounds worth of stuff back there. I mean, even on a trailer like this, you can easily get to the payload capacity pretty quickly. So as I've always mentioned, just try to consider, you know, a 3500 if you need to tow a lot of stuff and haul things in the bed. Alright guys, so let me just go ahead and go forward a little bit and let's back it up. Back it up, back it up. Here we go. Alright. Looks like I should be right there. Perfect. Alright, let's go check it out. I'm gonna hit the emergency brake. They're still using the mechanical emergency brake. Oh crap, I gotta go up just a little bit. Alright guys, so it looks like I'm there. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to set up the camera so you guys can see the squat. But let's go ahead and measure first before we do that. Alright. So looks like we're at 43 on the money. Perfect. 43 on the money. Let's go and drop it down. Yeah, this truck didn't squat. I mean, it dropped a little bit, but man, this overall is handling the pin weight really well. Good job, GMC. Alright guys, so I have the chains crossed. I have my 7-pin connector connected and the hitch is locked in. I have to lock in this. I normally do this first, but look, I actually forgot to do that this time around. So we're gonna lock in the coupler and we're good to go. I don't like this design for this because I can't really get a nice secure connection for this, but it's going to be secure where it's at for the 7-pin. So I just don't like the way this is designed because this is just too big for this to grab onto. And last thing we have to do is connect our 7-pin. It is upside down, that piece that slides in, and now it's secure. The 4-pin is just below it, right here. I never had a chance to look inside of here, but no 5th wheel prep package for this truck. But I just noticed this tailgate clears my jack. So this is the first truck I've had so far that did that. That's pretty cool. All right guys, let's get on the road. Alright, so I have tow haul mode on, which is right up top on the shifter. Got the exhaust brake on. Let's look at the mirrors. Mirrors look good. Both sides. These are manual, so you have to pull them out with your hands, obviously. The newer trucks, you push a button. But I don't really need to push them out because I can see around the trailer good enough for my view. And trailer brake is set at 4.5, I believe. Yeah, 4.5 gain. I'm gonna pull it right now so you guys can see it. So it's actually really good. All good. Let's go ahead and get on the road and let's see how this bad boy's gonna pull. All right, guys. So we're on the road now, and all in all, this truck has really good power. You know, I'm almost starting to think in my head that the reason why these trucks keep coming out with more power is because they want to keep people buying diesels. That's just my opinion. And I don't know, like I feel like the power I see now is pretty adequate. I mean, it's pulling strong. I mean, this has the Allison transmission, so we're not even gonna do a review on that because I can just give you a thumbs up there. I mean, the Allison transmissions have always been good. This is my first time actually pulling with an older Duramax too. I guess this is not the oldest one I've towed with. I've towed with some back in the mid 2000s. I don't remember the power numbers on those, but I feel like back then they did pretty good too. But I love this transmission. It's holding the gears, like even at, you know, maybe a quarter throttle. As far as the suspension goes, this truck is pretty tight. And I feel as though even with the standard leaf pack that it has, it's doing a pretty good job of balancing the weight. Now, if you don't know, GMC and Chevy are notorious for using an independent front suspension for their trucks. And I don't really find that that's affecting how this truck is handling right now. I feel like the steering is pretty tight. Now we're about to go up an incline to this little one. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, guys. Looks like it dropped 40. 5/8. There you go. 40 and 5/8. Here we go. A little bit of traffic today. I did the acceleration without the trailer at 25 miles an hour. So let's get up to that speed. Let's see here. Here we go. All right, 25. That is not bad. Wow. This might be the fastest truck I've tested, guys. Wow. Oh my goodness. The Duramax is no joke. Oh wow. I am very surprised by that. Wow. That did better than the 2018 Ram 2500 I tested. It did way better, actually. I'm actually really appalled. Wow. 765 pound-feet of torque. Where's the tune at on this truck? There's a tune on this thing. This thing is going way too good to be stock. Or maybe it's the mileage. Maybe diesels really do get better as they age, guys. Like, I am, wow, blown away. Let me take some time to regroup here. Alright guys, so I don't know what just happened just now. Like, that was very appalling. Like, this truck has, again, yeah, 75, 80. Wow, it's easy. Like this truck, it gets up to speed like it's nothing. Now at higher speeds, like I'm coasting back down again. At higher speeds, the truck definitely does sway more, and that's the only thing I'll say is, like, I don't know if it's because of this independent front suspension, but at 65 you're fine. Like I don't feel it anymore, but at 70 I could tell that the trailer was kind of like, you know, kind of swaying, and like even going over the bumps, like I can feel the truck kind of swaying in the back. Now it could be the tires too, but this truck does have brand new tires and they are LT, so you know, just be sure to do your research. But overall, like, I really do think this truck is a good option to have, even with the mileage. In the comment section, if you do have a Duramax, let us know how many miles you have and how well the truck is going. I am going to show the fuel mileage a little later on, so I did reset it. And like I said, I'm just going to keep it where it's at, so we're going to go back in a second, but it's at 7.8 mpg right now, and that's with the acceleration we were just doing. I did it twice. I hit it twice, and it's just climbing right now. I mean, I think having the miles that this truck has, this engine is broken in well. Like, this is a perfect truck for someone who wants to do some, you know, light towing like what I'm doing right now. And I wouldn't be afraid to take this on a long trip. There's no lights on the dash. I mean, this is a solid truck. One negative thing about the earlier Chevy or GMC trucks was you had to fill your DEF up here. I hated this, but they did fix this on 2020 up trucks, so just keep that in mind. Check out these rough country steps. They look really nice on this truck. They have a few rust spots on them, but overall they really make this truck look nice. All right, here we go. We're making our first turn. Yeah, like I said, look at the fuel economy, 9.1, 9.2. Wow, not bad. Acceleration is strong, guys. Really strong. Now I'm going to show you guys the RPM in a second, so let me just go ahead and get up to speed, okay? All right, so here are the RPMs at 60 miles an hour. So it's just at 1750. And I'm probably about in 5th gear too, just as an FYI. Yeah, I'm in 5th gear. And I'm about to go up a slight incline here. But it's holding the gear still. I'm gonna accelerate a little bit forward right now. Yeah, like I said, overall, guys, like a really good truck. Like, I like how it's handling this trailer. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's not uncomfortable by any means. If you need to go on long trips where you need to go 80, I'd probably get a weight distribution hitch with this truck. But at 60 miles an hour, it kind of sits at 1750 RPM. So we're about to go downhill right now. So let's see if it upshifts. Nope. Just holding the gears. Really good transmission, guys. This is the Allison 1000, as they call it. Really good transmission. Right, so I'm about to exit off here in a second. I don't need to go any further. Like, this was a good test, but let's see how this exhaust brake handles. This downshifted, so okay. Transmission downshifted, love that. Exhaust brake's not that strong. There goes the second, okay. So it's not strong, but it's downshifting. I have my foot on the brake. I don't feel a diesel exhaust brake, guys. I mean, it was on, but I didn't feel anything happen. So Ford and GM trucks don't have the greatest exhaust brakes. I mean, I didn't know about GM trucks as much, but this is my first time actually really getting a chance to test that out. And yeah, I didn't really see that it did anything. I don't think it did. But even right now, I feel like I hear something, but it's really weak. So right now, and I'm about to be back at my stop, I'm at 9.4 mpg, just under 9 miles of a trip. So that was pretty much all highway. Keep in mind, that was with 3 accelerations, wide open throttle. So this truck can easily get 13 mpg, I bet, if not more, with this type of weight. This is a 10,000 pound trailer, basically, the way it sits. I'm gonna take a few things out of here, and I'll probably start using half tons again, but I've been a little skeptical. I've took out my charger for a 1500 that I tested, and I feel like it was still a lot of tongue weight though. So I don't know, we'll see. But like I said, guys, overall, great truck. If you're in the market for a high miles diesel, you know, just make sure you get it inspected. And maybe I'll do some videos on the things you should do if you're gonna buy a high mile truck. Dealerships are pretty flexible. If you're buying from a big dealer like Criswell, you can ask them for some, you know, extra things. I mean, obviously you're gonna pay for them, but I'll do some videos of things that I would ask for if I was buying a truck like this, just to make sure that it was gonna be sound from them. So what did you guys think about that? I thought that this truck did really good. I feel like this has a strong diesel engine. The Allison transmission is just such a beast of a trans. And overall, the truck feels solid. I don't hear any squeaks or rattles. The truck's performance is amazing. And it didn't have a lot of rust on the frame as I looked under it a couple times. I mean, it's a really solid truck. So be sure to check out Criswell's inventory. They have a big selection, as I mentioned. And on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys soon.